U.S. and Iran trade strikes for hours overnight, and a blockade is now back in place in the Strait of Hormuz. Time for the Streamline. Everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. Overnight, the U.S. fired at Iran for 5 hours to stop attacks in the Strait. President Trump is also now blocking ships in and out of Iranian ports. He says the U.S. is going to charge a 20% fee on all cargo going through the Strait.
We're taking out all of their capability for anything having to do with the Strait, with the Hormuz Strait. And I think in the end, we will end up just controlling the whole thing.
Iran has also launched attacks in Jordan and other countries around the Middle East. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is questioning the idea of tolls in the Strait, saying that no country is allowed to charge fees on international waterways. Gas prices held steady overnight, despite oil prices growing to nearly $80 a barrel. In San Diego, no change, still $5.44 a gallon. Nationally, it went down a cent to $3.86, but analysts warn nationwide prices could top $4 within a week as these tensions in Iran grow.
Dive teams are now searching for a missing Oceanside woman who's been gone for more than a week now. On Monday, crews were seen searching this pond in Palomar Mountain State Park. 44-year-old Angelica Brophy was last seen July 6th at Harrah's Casino in Valley Center. About an hour later, a parking slip showed her car arriving at the park. Her family says she's an avid hiker. She's been there before. Volunteers have used dogs and drones to scour the 1,800-acre park. Anyone with information should contact Oceanside Police. Tips can also be left anonymously. Vigils and protests are growing in Maine, where ICE agents shot and killed a man in his car. He's been identified as 26-year-old Joan Sebastian Guerrero from Colombia. He was on his way to work when ICE agents tried to pull him over. The agency claims Guerrero tried to drive off when an agent shot him out of fear for public safety. ICE says he was not the intended target of their search warrant. One witness says he heard Guerrero say something before he died.
I heard the young man say, "I tried to stop." Clearly heard him say that. I tried to stop, or I tried to pull over.
Maine Senator Angus King says there is no evidence yet to support the officer's claim, and the ICE officer was not wearing a body camera. Advocates say Guerrero was authorized to work in the U.S. He's the second person killed by ICE in just a couple of days after a Texas man was also killed last week. He was also not the target of ICE's search warrant. Health officials are starting to piece together what produce is behind a growing parasite outbreak. Lettuce and salad greens have repeatedly come up during this investigation, but officials say other foods can't be ruled out just yet, and that no specific grower or supplier has been identified as a source. The CDC says washing your produce is unlikely to kill the parasite, but cooking it can. Symptoms include explosive diarrhea, cramping, and bloating. 31 states, including California, are reporting cases, but it's not clear if they are all part of the same outbreak.
Fire crews are on high alert today all across California, where temperatures are rising and potential lightning strikes threaten to spark fires. The Elephant Fire in Northern California has already burned more than 12,000 acres. Authorities are now worried it could soon threaten communities near the California-Nevada border. And in Colorado, evacuation orders are underway for the Aspen Fire. Officials say it's destroyed more than 800 buildings since it began last month. These wildfire threats are also spreading across the world. A deadly heat wave is going on in Europe right now, and a huge wildfire is burning outside of Paris.
Everyone has their own way of surviving a summer heat wave, and with temperatures climbing into the 90s in El Cajon on Monday, with little relief overnight and even hotter weather on the way later this week, we came downtown to ask, what's your go-to strategy for cooling off?
After a hot start to the day.
What's your strategy for cooling off? I'm looking at it right here.
Definitely don't take your shirt off and wrap it around your waist. That's a horrible idea.
People kept giving me the cold shoulder, which wasn't chill.
Oh, come on. Best strategy for cooling down.
But then we broke the ice.
Have an ice cold beer. After a hard day's work, an ice
I know.
cold beer.
Is that what's waiting for you at the end of this?
That's what's waiting for me at the end.
Enjoy it, my friend. Usually the pool?
Usually the pool.
Are we headed there this week at all?
Probably so.
These are like the quickest interviews local news has ever seen. You're gonna have to scream.
Stay indoors.
Go to the beach.
So you leave El Cajon?
Yeah, leave El Cajon.
Just get out of El Cajon.
Get out of here, yeah.
What was it?
Go to Seattle.
Oh, not just leave El Cajon, leave the state. Come on. Here we go. Hold my hand. This is the weirdest approach for an interview I've ever done.
To be honest with you, my AC, dude. You know,
Uh-huh.
AC in the car and AC in the house.
Yeah, you got it blasting in here.
Drink water?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
With a lot of ice.
Yeah.
How hot is too hot? When's it getting too hot?
I don't know.
Are we there yet this week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Whatever your strategy is, you might want to go to it as soon as possible because there's an extreme heat warning coming to El Cajon on Wednesday and Thursday. Max Goldwasser, ABC 10 News.
Dozens of states, including California, are suing to block the biggest merger in Hollywood history. Paramount's trying to buy Warner Brothers Discovery for $110 billion, but the lawsuit claims this combined company would create a monopoly and then control nearly a third of all movies in theaters and a third of all basic cable programming. California Attorney General Rob Bonta says that would destroy competition. Paramount, though, says the lawsuit is wrong. The company argues this merger is necessary to compete with streaming giants like Netflix and Amazon. The Justice Department approved the deal last month.
Your pet could become a calendar model. Oh, check out the cute cat. Oh, the cute dog. That's not a dog, that's a bird. The dog before. Well, the San Diego Humane Society's 34th annual photo fundraiser underway. All these pets are just adorable. Anyone can submit a picture of their pet, and then the public is going to vote. The top vote getters will be featured in the 2027 Humane Society calendar. And you see from the photos, it could be anything. Dog, cat, turtle, fish, I suppose. It costs $1 to enter. All the proceeds going to animal care. We do have a link in the resource center of 10news.com. So hopefully they raise a lot of money for that. That's your ABC 10 News Streamline. Everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.